Hey everyone, welcome to Northern Life, here with Ryan Half and Hunter McCullough. I'm Briggs LaSavage. Thanks so much for joining us on this Thursday, or Friday Junior, as we often like to call it.
Often. Very good, very good. Yeah, very close to the weekend. It's almost time to punch out and go have some fun here. It's going to be kind of fun this next weekend.
You guys have any fun plans this weekend?
You know, I think I'm golfing and probably watching some football. I know we'll be talking about football here in a little bit. I know, I'm a big golf guy. And taking it in while we can, while there's no snow on the ground. So,
very smart.
Yeah.
Okay, Briggs, what do you want?
Good. Not a ton of plans yet. I know we're going to be talking about Oktoberfest. Hope to go to that. But actually, now that I think about it, I do have quite a bit going on this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, going to a walk and fundraiser to support people with Down syndrome, too, here in Duluth. So, yeah, that's going to be a real fun time supporting a young girl who I know. So, really excited about that.
Awesome.
Yeah. You got some fun plans? Any gigs this weekend?
Couple gigs, yeah, down at just south of here. And then we got another gig out in Barnes, Wisconsin. It's just it's both Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Gigs all 3 days. So it's going to be a busy weekend for the McCullough family.
Come Monday, Hunter's going to be out of energy, I think.
And out of voice, probably.
No
voice whatsoever. For the kid, so it's going to be interesting. But we got a lot to talk about on today's show, and we have a legend in the business here. We'll be chatting with our very own Dave Anderson as we celebrate a huge achievement in his career. We'll talk all about what award he'll be receiving next month, as well as what it's been like to help cover the Northland for decades.
I mean, I love looking through that old video.
So cool.
The big glasses, I love it.
Yeah, we've all learned so much from him, so it's going to be cool to hear him chat all about his long career, and with the weekend on the way too, we get to chat with Ryan and Lindsay Kern, who are getting ready for Duluth's Oktoberfestival event over at Bayfront. A big prost to you all.
Yeah, cheers, prost.
I'm excited to see this dachshund race too. I think got to get there Sunday to see that. It's a hot ticket.
That's a good plan.
Should be a lot of fun. Should be a good kickoff too to fall. And as we talk about fall comes with football in this studio, and we thought it'd be fun to have a friendly competition here on Northern Life TV, where every week the three of us are going to guess whether or not our Packers or Vikings are going to win or lose in that matchup. And I think we'll probably have a fun activity for the loser.
Oh boy.
To
fun
take part
activity.
In.
Yeah, right.
Fun
It's always
activity.
in quotation marks.
Should be
so
a good
fun.
time.
One of the best parts is too, we're going to have my dog Harry take part in the fun as well.
It's so cool.
I know. So for week one.
Look at that fall boy.
Yes. Oh, look at that. So cute. I remember taking that photo. So week one, Harry guessed the Packers to beat the Bears. Good job, buddy.
Good job, Harry.
Yeah. But he also thought the Vikings were going to take care of the Buccaneers too. So we all know how that turned out.
Yeah, and
so he's doing okay so far.
I hate to say that I lost to a dog when it came to guessing football matchups.
You're 0-2, right?
I'm currently 0-2. I picked the Vikings, and then I thought the Bears. With Rodgers leaving, I thought maybe the Bears had a chance to take care of business in Chicago, but obviously did not. And sadly, too, hearing the news about Aaron Rodgers, tearing his Achilles.
Yeah, how do we feel about that? I'm not a Packers fan. I'm a Vikings fan, but I feel slightly bad for the Jets, I think. I don't know if I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers himself.
Sure. That's your Minnesota nice talking. We got to be aggressive. But that is very sad. That game, by the way, was insane. I mean, went into overtime. I believe the Jets won on it was like a kick return touchdown.
Punt return,
punt return touchdown. It was an unbelievable game. But yeah, very sad for Aaron Rodgers in the first 3-4 plays of the game.
Yeah. I saw a video of him running out onto the field carrying the flag, and they were like, "This is Aaron Rodgers' season highlights right here." Nothing more to it. It sounds like it could be bad.
As a Vikings fan, you learn to deal with disappointment and loss, and so for the Jets fans out there, whoever may be watching, certainly feel for you.
Yep.
We sure do.
Yes.
All right, though, moving on to week two. We've got Harry. He's got the inside scoop. We'll see. Yeah, he said he is pulling. Oh, wait, no. We are doing ours first and then Harry.
You gotta wait.
The big reveal. I actually kind of forgot what I was picking here. I picked the Eagles over the Vikings, and that makes sense. I agree with my past self on that pick. I remember the last year the Vikings played the Eagles on, I believe it was Monday Night Football, second game of the season, and we got trounced. So that makes sense. And then I picked Green Bay.
That makes sense to me. I don't know. I think Ryan's going to go 0 for 4 with his.
I might go 0 for 4. And before we get to Harry's pick, too, I want it to be known, I put these photos together, and my head is so big. It doesn't even fit in the box. But besides that, hoping for a Vikings win over the Philadelphia. Hopefully, I mean, I know I'm shooting for the Stars, and hopefully Green Bay can take care of Atlanta.
Big
Well, let's get to
homer
Harry.
here.
Yeah. Let's get to Harry.
Here he is picking last night. In case you're wondering how we did it, I broke a bone into my husband and I, Matt, and we put one piece of the bone on each of the logos. So we're going to watch Harry come down the hallway here in a moment.
Shout out to Matt,
I know,
too,
it was really funny. Here's Harry's pick, and he went Eagles as well. Smart boy.
He is a smart boy.
Smart boy. I didn't do any coaching for that one. And here he is picking now the Packers and the Falcons. It is a road game for the Packers, so we'll see. And there he went to the left again.
He likes Jordan
His
Love.
right,
He's
yeah.
got faith in Jordan Love right there.
He does.
I think Harry might be a Packers fan.
I think so too. I can't believe we're all going to lose to a dog. Isn't that how
We
it's all going
might.
to go? I mean, he's got some great picks right
What happens if Harry beats us all throughout the season?
I think we're going to have to take a trip to the local pet store and buy anything that he wants.
there. There we go. A couple bones.
If I lose to Harry, I might just stop watching football.
Just quit and move somewhere else.
I love Harry. Love
Yeah.
Harry. But yeah, if we lose to Harry, anything, you can get anything you want at the store, buddy.
Yeah, I might have to come up with a different way for him to do his picks, because I kind of noticed a little bit of a trend. He leans one way or the other. So if you at home have any ideas for how I can coordinate Harry's picks, let me know.
Not a bad idea. Yes. Yep, that's for sure. It'll be a lot of fun this season.
It sure is.
Yeah, coming up after the break, we are talking to Ely, Minnesota's legend, Dave Anderson, in the studio. We're going to be talking about his life. We're going to be talking about his favorite Northland memories, and quite the award he'll be receiving. Stay with us here on Northern Line.
So a lot of people don't know this, but I actually was an intern with Dave Anderson back when I was in college. I went to school at Northern College, and every weekend we would make the drive to Duluth, and we'd spend some time in front of the green screen. He would critique us on, our work and help us get better in front of the green screen. And he is fantastic at that craft. And so really, I owe a lot of who I am today as a meteorologist to Dave Anderson. And not only that, he's the one who reached out to me about the job at KBJR. So even to this day, I'm at that same station. I'm I'm lucky to be one of his colleagues, and I'm super happy for him winning this Silver Circle. So congrats, Dave.
Our very own Dave Anderson, meteorologist, has been inducted into the prestigious Silver Circle, which recognizes those who have made a significant contribution to television for 25 years or more.
Yeah, and here with us today is Dave. A big congrats, Dave. That is so exciting.
Thanks so much, Briggs. It is a pretty small circle, and I've been hoping to get in for a while. And usually my hopes have been dashed. But
this is the year.
This is the year. I join illustrious people from our station like Barbara Riles, Michelle Lee, our former founder, Bob Rich, Dave Jench, our former news director, and now they put an Ely guy into the mix as well.
Well, you're in good company, it sounds like.
Really.
And I know you have to have worked in broadcast television within the upper Midwest for 25 years or more, but you are well beyond 25 years. What got you into meteorology in the first place?
Well, that's an interesting story because, frankly, it was Jack McKenna, probably the greatest weatherman that this market has ever had. And when I got my first job here at Channel 6, they put me in Jack's department drawing his weather maps on computers because he was a World War II era meteorologist. He didn't have any time for computers.
In comes Dave, yeah.
Yes.
So he would draw the weather map on a piece of paper and give me the numbers and hand them over to me, and then I would load them up into our very first weather computer, a Liveline System 3 Hunter, which had its charms, but it also broke down quite rapidly and commonly and frequently. This was in the era when computers, you could reboot the machine with a floppy disk in the time of a commercial break. And now with our WeatherMax, if WeatherMax goes down, we're not getting it back to life in time to finish the show. So the simpler machines had a little bit of charm. So anyway, I was drawing maps for Jack. And then after a little while, they said, well, you know how to work the weather computer. Why don't you do fill-in weather? Wow. And this was back in the era when you didn't have to be a meteorologist. McKenna was because he had military experience in it in World War II.
Yeah.
But otherwise, to be a weathercaster, you just had to stand up for 3 minutes and not fall down. And so without any education in meteorology, me and lots of other people at the time would just copy what the Weather Service was saying. But then in the 90s, Dave Jench got this kick that we should have degreed meteorologists in our weather department for some authority.
Sure.
And
Yes.
so then I was told, go back to school and get a meteorology degree if you want to keep helping.
That makes sense.
So like a good soldier, I said, yes, sir.
In all those years since, what has been the most memorable weather event you've covered
Oh
here?
my goodness. Well, before I was a meteorologist, of course, I helped cover the megastorm. That was
Okay.
a pretty big deal. The floods of 2012 were a pretty big deal as well. There have been blizzards like in 2007 where I would, seems like with a blizzard, I always get stuck filling in on the morning show, Hunter.
Oh yeah,
which
good
you know
times,
all
right? I
about.
sure
Yeah,
do know
so
what that's about.
I'd end up sleeping on the floor of the office ahead of time because, that 5 a.m. wake-up call comes pretty quick to get on the air, and people
does.
need you during a blizzard, so you can't be running the risk of getting stuck on the way in. So yeah, I'd sleep on the office floor the night before.
Oh my gosh. And you don't just do meteorology. You have several things outside of this that you continue to do as well. One of those is teaching the younger generation. Talk about that a little
Oh,
bit.
that's a very good point, Hunter. Yeah, to get the silver circle, and of course I'm not trying to brag, but the rule is,
This is time to brag,
Yeah,
Dave.
do it, Dave. Get in there.
well, you can't just show up and get, like they say on the award, it's got to be for significant above and beyond. So one of those things that I do, I was asked about 20 years ago to be a meteorology instructor at Lake Superior College. My story with that is, so class began on Monday, and the instructor didn't show up. They called me on Tuesday and said, can you be in the classroom Wednesday and start teaching this class? We need a new instructor. So again, I said, yes, sir.
Answering
And I
the call.
did it.
Yep.
And so at LSC, I mostly now teach weather skills to the pilot program, the aviation school. And a lot of those students, of course, have gone on to become commercial pilots, airline pilots. A few have become, one has become a weathercaster. He has worked for one of those other stations I've heard about. So I'm not going to mention his name. And others have gone into the professional weather forecasting business. They write those terminal airdrome forecasts for the pilots and things like that. So that's one teaching job. And
Yes.
from 2004 till COVID, I was teaching at Northland College, their broadcast meteorology practicum.
You have really left your mark, Dave.
Yeah,
That is
because
incredible. And
one of my favorite students there, Briggs, is of course a chief known as Adam Lorch.
Yeah.
Adam Lorch.
that's
Austin
unbelievable.
Haskins, he was one of my former students, our former
So
rowdy
many.
meteorologist. So I love to teach. I love to pass on the weather knowledge to the younger generation. Cub Scouts even, they get the station tour. They get to meet, the mighty Briggs LaSalle.
Well, we have all learned so much from you, Dave. So thank you so much for everything you've taught us
Yes.
and so many others within the industry. So Dave is going to be honored during the Emmy Awards ceremony down in the Twin Cities next month on October 14th, and we cannot wait to celebrate you then. So
Yeah,
thanks
we
so
run
much
it
for
like
being
those
here,
wiener
Dave.
dogs.
Yes, yep, exactly. We'll be right back and talk a little bit about Oktoberfest.
Wondrous things that you can do, so don't be shy, we'll see you for a while. With music, food, and friends galore along the Lake Superior show is certain to make you smile.
We love to smile, and I think we all love fall. And with the changing seasons comes a super fun event down at Bayfront Park. We are talking about Duluth's Oktoberfestival. And here with us to chat today are Ryan and Lindsay Kern, who come from Kern & Company. How are you two today?
We're great. Thanks for having us.
Good, of course. I think everybody can say they love the fall. With the fall comes great events like Oktoberfestival. How has setting up the event been for you guys?
It's been really, it's been really straightforward for us. When you're event planners for a living, right? You kind of have a template, you have a schedule of events, and as long as you stick to your schedule of events, things go smoothly.
Hopefully, yeah.
Until the weather yesterday, so we did move our timeline up a little bit. So we have the largest basically our main beer hall is the largest freestanding clear span tent structure that would fit in Bayfront. So thankfully we got that set up yesterday prior to the torrential rain.
Good to hear. And we talked about beer. I know there's other things that people can look forward to, whether that's the wiener dog races, whether that's other games and activities. What can people expect to go see?
So this event is really a multi-generational event, and that's what we've created. We love to see parents come with their children, with grandparents, and really spend the whole weekend with us. But Sunday is our family day, and so family day presented by Essentia Health. There's going to be the Dachshund Derby, so those 32 wiener dogs racing for the title of the fastest dogs. So we have lots of exciting activities on Sunday and throughout the whole weekend.
So you're saying that if Briggs brought her Great Pyrenees, Harry probably would not be welcome in that event?
That is correct.
Okay, maybe next time, Harry. But it should be a wonderful time. I mean, obviously, right now I might be underdressed as to going to the event. You two look wonderful. Should people dress up, take part, or is anybody kind of welcome with what they're wearing?
I mean, you can. So we recommend that if you're going to do it, just do it.
Go all out.
Go all out. Wear the Drindle like Lindsay's wearing. Wear the Lederhosen if you have it. It's not required, but what you'll see when you get to the event is you'll see more than half of the people that are at the event are partaking as authentic Bavarian outfits. So we would love to encourage people to do that. It's not required, but it most certainly adds to the aesthetics of the event.
There'll be lots of attire there available for purchase as well. So fantastic hats like this from awesome vendors. There'll be lots of opportunity to partake if you don't have something that you are coming in.
Sure. And I know we talked about beer, but good food as well. What can people looking to eat?
Well, I think we're really lucky this year. We partnered with Blackwoods Restaurants, and they are going to create specifically for the event a 100% German authentic meals. And so all of the food this year at the Oktoberfest is all going to be German. So you're not going to have any Americanized food there. So come prepared. I mean, come prepared and
hungry.
And hungry, because you're going to get the sauerkraut, you're going to get the chicken schnitzel, you're going to get everything that you would expect if you're in Germany at an Oktoberfest.
I think people are looking forward to it. Ryan and Lindsay Kern with Kern & Company. Duluth Oktoberfestival is this weekend. It's tomorrow through Sunday at Bayfront Festival Park. You can find tickets for adults, kids, college students even, and those awesome designated drivers out there. So thank you for being here. And we're going to have all of that info on our website under the Northern Life tab. And of course, you can always follow along for more fun and coverage on our Facebook page at Northern Life, as well as our Instagram at Northern Life TV. And coming up, we're going to be looking ahead to another fun day tomorrow. So we'll see you back here in a little bit.
Man, Ryan and Lindsay are so fun.
Well, they came in with those outfits too. They mean business. They're not playing around.
On their way out too, they mentioned that they have a waiting list for that Dachshund race.
Oh my! Are you serious?
Yeah.
Tens of dogs and owners, it sounds like. Yeah.
And they even had to build up the barriers so that they didn't have dachshunds leaping over the hay bales on the side, because they just take off and they're on a mission.
A reason
so high.
a reason to get away from their owners for a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe get after some of that schnitzel. Who knows?
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, it should be an exciting time. Should be a fun event. And coming up tomorrow on our show here, I got the chance to sit down with Wes Drummond, who is the executive director over at the Duluth Playhouse, because their brand new season opens tomorrow night. We got to talk about their upcoming productions, as well as how parents can get their kids involved in future classes and shows over at the North Shore Theater. It was a great discussion, awesome guy, and I know they do a lot of good work over there at the North Shore.
Yeah, they sure do. A little full circle interview for you too.
I know. If you missed it last summer, I was in Footloose as the bully. Some people said I was typecasted. I'm talking to you, Keith, in the booth. Keith said that. So it was a lot of fun.
Man, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.